this is the scene where everything goes down.
What's this? Not gone to bed? Have you changed your things?
Yes, Torvald. I've changed my things now.
What for so late as this?
I shall not sleep tonight.
My dear Nora.
It is not so very late. Sit down here, Torvald. You and I have much to say to one another.
Nora, what is this? This cold, set face.
Sit down. I have a lot to talk over with you.
You alarm me, Nora, and I don't understand you.
No, that is just it. You don't understand me. And I have never understood you either. Before tonight.
Before tonight?
No, you mustn't interrupt me. You must simply listen to what I say. Torvald, this is a settling of accounts.
And what do you mean by that?
Isn't there one thing that strikes you as strange in our sitting here like this?
What is that?
We have been married now 8 years. Does it not occur to you that this is the first time we two, you and I, husband and wife, have had a serious conversation?
Is it likely that I will be continually and forever telling you about worries that you could not help me to bear?
I'm not speaking about business matters. I say that we have never sat down in earnest together to try and get to the bottom of anything.
Would it have been any good to you?
That is just it. You have never understood me. I've been greatly wronged, Torvald. First by Papa, and then by you.
What? By us two? By us two who have loved you better than anyone else in this world?
You have never loved me. You have only thought it pleasant to be in love with me.
What are you saying?
It is perfectly true, Torvald. When I was at home with Papa, he used to tell me his opinions about things. And so I had the same opinions. And if I differed, well, I concealed the fact because he would not have liked it. He called me his doll child. And he used to play with me just as I played with my dolls. But when I came to live with you...
What sort of expression is that to use about our marriage?
I mean that I was simply transferred from Papa's hands into yours. You arranged everything according to your own taste. And so I got the same taste, or else I pretended to. I'm not really sure which. I think sometimes one and sometimes the other. When I look back on it, it's as if I have been living here as a poor woman, just from hand to mouth. I have existed merely to perform tricks for you, Torvald, but you would have it so. It is your fault that I have done nothing with my life.
How unreasonable and how ungrateful you are, Nora. Have you not been happy here?
No, I have never been happy. I thought I was, but it has never really been so.
Not happy?
No, only married. And you have always been so kind to me. But our home has been nothing but a playroom. I have been your doll wife, just as I was Papa's doll child. And here the children have been my dolls. I thought it great fun when you played with me, just as they thought it great fun when I played with them. That is what our marriage has been, Torvald.
There's some truth to what you say. Exaggerated and strained as your view of it is. But for now, things will be different. Playtime shall be over and lesson time shall begin.
Whose lessons? Mine or the children's?
Both yours and the children's, my darling Nora.
Alas, Torvald, you are not the man to educate me into being a proper wife for you.
And you can say that?
And how am I fitted to bring up the children?
Nora.
Didn't you say so yourself a little while ago, that you dare not trust me to bring them up?
In a moment of anger, why do you pay any heed to that?
Indeed, it is perfectly true. I am not fitted for the task. There is another task that I must try and undertake first. I must try and educate myself, and you are not the man to help me in that. I must do that for myself.
What do you say?
And that is why I'm going to leave you now.
What?
I must stand quite alone if I am to understand myself and everything about me. It is for that reason I cannot remain with you any longer.
Nora. Nora!
take nothing with me. I will take nothing with me either now or later.
What sort of madness is this?
Tomorrow I shall go home. I mean, to my old home. It'll be easiest for me to find something to do there.
Blind, foolish woman.
I must try and get some sense now, Torvald.
To abandon your husband and your children, and you don't even consider what people will say?
I cannot consider it at all. I only know that it is necessary for me.
It is shocking, Nora, this how you would neglect your most sacred duties.
What do you consider my most sacred duties?
Do I have to tell you that? Are they not your duties to your husband and your children?
I have other duties just as sacred.
That you have not. What possible duties could those be?
Duties to myself.
Before all else, you are a wife and a mother.
I don't believe that any longer. I believe that before all else, I am a reasonable human being, just as you are. Or at all events, then I must try and become one. I know quite well that most people would think you're right, Torvald, and that views of that kind are to be found in books. But I can no longer content myself with what most people say, or with what is found in books. I must think things over and get to understand them.
This is unheard of in a girl your age. Have you no religion?
I'm afraid, Torvald, I do not exactly know what religion is.
What are you saying?
I only know what the clergyman said when I went to be confirmed. He said that religion was this, or that, or the other. When I'm away from all this, when I'm alone, I will look into that matter too. I will see if what the clergyman said is true, or at all events, if it is true for me.
Well, if religion cannot set you aright, perhaps I can awaken your conscience? Suppose you have some moral sense, or answer me, am I to believe you have none?
I'm afraid, Torvald, that that is not an easy question to answer. I really don't know. The thing perplexes me altogether. I only know that you and I look at it in quite a different light. And I am learning, too, that the law is quite another thing from what I supposed. According to it, a woman has no right to spare her old, dying father, or to save her husband's life. I can't believe that.
You talk like a child. You don't understand the world in which you live.
No, I don't. But now I'm going to try. I'm going to see if I can figure out who is right, the world or I.
You're ill, Nora. You're delirious. I almost think you out of your mind.
I have never felt my mind so clear and certain as tonight.
It is with a clear and certain mind that you forsake your husband and your children?
Yes, it is.
There is only one possible explanation.
What is that?
You don't love me anymore.
Very good. Thank you.